Which FPL content creator has the best logo? You decide. Yes, the 22-23 Premier League season might be over, but that doesn't mean the FPL fun has to stop here. I've picked out 128 FPL content creators here on YouTube, some with 100,000 subscribers and others with 10 subscribers, to find out who has the best logo on the platform. This will be decided by you, the FPL community, voting for which creator you collectively think deserves the award for the greatest FPL channel logo here on YouTube. Here's how it's gonna work. All 128 logos will be inserted into a giant selection wheel and be drawn out one at a time, completely at random. Once a logo is drawn out, it will be entered into a group. Each group will contain 4 logos. With 128 logos in total, it means there'll be a total of 32 groups. So how does a logo progress from its group? That's where you come in. Each group will be publicly visible over on the community tab on my YouTube channel, and there you'll have a chance to vote for your favourite logo. The top 2 logos from each group will progress to the next stage, and the 3rd and 4th place logos will be eliminated from the competition. If 2 logos are tied for 2nd place, then those 2 logos will go into a separate poll, where the community will have the final say on which one to send through. If the voting remains a split 50-50 decision, then both logos will go into a virtual coin toss to see who progresses. To begin with, there will be a preliminary group stage with 128 logos, then a further group stage containing 64 logos. After that stage, 32 logos will remain, and go head-to-head in a knockout-style tournament to eventually find out which creator has the greatest FPL logo on the platform. And without further ado, let's get straight into the video. Just before the knockout round draw, we're going to quickly go over the results from the group stage. The first group saw above average FPL and Davey FPL make it through with around 1/3 of the vote each. In Group 2 there was a fairly convincing winner in FPL Mate, bringing home over half the votes. Total Tactics FPL also progressed to the next stage. There was a real battle in Group 3. FPL Warrior emerged as the community's favourite, and there was just 3% separating the other 3 logos. FPL Family came out on top with 23% of the vote. In Group 4, FPL Greece took the lion's share of the votes with 46%. While Golden Goal Fantasy Football came in second with 30%. With that, both logos make it through to the knockout round. A similar presentation occurred with the logos in Group 5. Fantasy Football Hub won outright, receiving 43% of the vote, and Not So Template FPL was the runner-up with just over a quarter of the vote. FPL General was the clear favourite in Group 6, picking up over half the total votes. It was tight between FPL Inkling and FPL Graduates, but the former just managed to edge through to the final 32. The same sort of outlook unfolded in Group 7. FPL Harry's logo was the community's favourite, having received 62% of the vote. The FPL Way and FPL Borneo went into a tiebreaker, which saw the FPL Way progress with almost 2/3 of the vote. Votes were spread out among Group 8, but in the end Nathan Bacon FC FPL topped the pile with 42% of the vote. FPL Empire also went through with 28% of the vote. 2 logos emerged as favourites in Group 9. They were FPL Blackbox and Holly Shand FPL, who received 35% and 33% of the community's vote respectively. Picking up over 90% of the votes between them in Group 10 was Let's Talk FPL and Fantasy Football Scout, and both of these logos will be making it through to today's head-to-head. In Group 11, FPL Tips received just over 50% of the total votes, and FPL Nim received 25%. As a result, both logos will be in today's draw. Group 12 revealed a close encounter between 3 logos. Captain FPL and FPL Trash Talk were the 2 that progressed to the next stage, while FPL Seal just missed out with a quarter of the vote. Probably the biggest split in votes came in Group 13, where no logo received more than 1/3 of the vote. FPL Insight took top spot with 32%, and Dylan RCM also made it through with 26%. Things unravelled much differently in Group 14, with FPL Focal bringing home close to 3/4 of the community's vote. Planet FPL only managed 19% of the vote, but also made it through to the knockout round. Group 15 was another group with close competition. FPL Air and Midnight Mule FPL came out as the community's favourites with 34% and 28% of the vote respectively. And finally, there was a landslide victory for FPL Raptor in Group 16. The FPL Wire and Net That Hall FPL finished joint second, and so went into a tiebreaker, where the FPL Wire just about progressed with 55 to 45% of the vote. So now it's time for the knockout round of the competition. Here I'll randomly be selecting one logo, and then the following logo that's drawn out will be its head-to-head opponent for the last 32 round of the tournament. Without further ado, let's get straight into the draw. Kicking off the draw in the first head-to-head we have Not So Template FPL and FPL Inkling. The two logos competing in the second tie are FPL Raptor and Holly Shand FPL. Looking to progress through to the last 16 is Captain FPL and the FPL Way. Battling it out next is Above Average FPL and Golden Goal Fantasy Football. The next two logos going head to head are Midnight Mule FPL and Davy FPL. Fighting for a place in the next round is FPL Nim and Nathan Bacon FC FPL. The next tie is between Total Tactics FPL and FPL Harry. The next head-to-head includes FPL Tips and FPL Air. The two logos competing in the following tie are Fantasy Football Hub and FPL Empire. Going head to head next we have FPL Black Box and the FPL Wire. Looking to progress through to the next stage is FPL Greece and FPL Focal. The next head-to-head round is between FPL Wallier and Planet FPL. Facing off in the next tie is FPL Trash Talk and Let's Talk FPL. Battling it out for a place in the last 16 is Fantasy Football Scout and FPL Mate. The next two logos going head to head are Dylan RCM and FPL General. And the final tie is between these following two logos, FPL Family and finally FPL Insight. So that's the draw for this round of fixtures. Remember, if you'd like to contribute to the series by voting for which logo you believe deserves to be crowned champion, you can vote for your favourites by heading over to the community tab on my YouTube channel and getting involved. One day after this video goes live, voting will commence on the community tab. Ties will take place at 9 AM, 12 PM, 3 PM and 6 PM UK time each day, until all the head-to-heads have been posted. Exactly one day after the final head-to-head is live, voting will close for that round, and I'll calculate the results of each tie. If there are tiebreakers to be played, each will take place the day after the final head-to-head has taken place. Once the results of all the ties are in, I'll put another video together where I'll do the draw for the next round. That video will be premiered here on YouTube, So make sure you're subscribed to the channel with notifications turned on so that you're able to watch the draw live with everyone else. Please remember that you're voting for which FPL logo you think is the best, not which creator you like the most. Things that might constitute best might be factors like whether the logo makes you think of FPL, its colour scheme, how professional it looks, or just your personal preference. Click here to watch the next video in the series and see which logos make it through to the next round of the competition. Thank you all for watching.